What's up, y'all? My name is Linnea. I live in the suburbs. We are trying to become semi-self-sufficient where we garden, we do sourdough, we do other recipes. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. If not, well, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this video. If you're not new here, welcome back. Hello. Today, we are running behind a little bit, which we'll talk about while I chop up this onion. We are making a garden vegetable soup in August. I cannot believe, I cannot believe that I am making soup in August. But it did rain today. It's 77 degrees outside, which, you know what, I would say is cool enough to make soup, but it's humid. I think the humidity is like 90%, something like that. So it's a little warm, but I'll put a sweater on so I can pretend that it's cool outside. And I'm gonna cut up an onion. That's what this recipe calls for. So basically, this recipe is called garden vegetable soup. So I'm going to use a lot of things that I picked from the garden, some things that I have grown in the past and I did not grow this year that I had to buy from the grocery store. But that's okay. If you have to buy stuff from the grocery store, that's okay. There is no shame in it. So I gotta kind of get this going because, like I said, running a little bit late on time. I was on the phone with my mom because there was some small town gossip going on that we were talking about. I normally do not partake in the gossip. That's not really that's not my thing, really. But I was letting my mom in on the gossip because my mom works at the school that I went to growing up. So she knows everybody in the town. She knows we're from a small town, and she knows everybody in the town. She knows their kids. She knows their parents. She knows everybody. So I was filling her in on the gossip, which I'm sure she will find out more gossip between now and the time I talk to her next. So this recipe, you can add whatever vegetables you want, but we are going to start with an onion, and we are going to go put it in the pot back here and let it cook up. So let's go do that. Alright, the next thing that this recipe calls for is potatoes. Fun fact about me, I don't really like potatoes. I like them mashed and don't mind them like cut up and like cooked like hash browns, but I don't like them in my soup. But Jonathan really does. And so my goal is to cut these up really tiny so it doesn't bother me. So the recipe calls for like a cup of potatoes or like one potato, but I got these really small colorful potatoes. I didn't grow these, clearly, they're in a bag. I have grown potatoes in the past, but I didn't grow these. So I think we're just gonna do like this much. Looks to be like maybe equal to one potato, and I'll save these. So I'm gonna cut these up really small. That's the goal. I'm gonna add the potatoes. And it says to add chopped garlic, but I'm a little bit lazy. I have this garlic powder that I made from garlic from the garden. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some of that in there. I got colorful carrots here. I didn't grow these either. Again, I have grown carrots in the past, but I didn't grow these. But look at these. Oh, maybe my eyes are blocking it. Looks pretty cool. So, I'm going to chop these up, and then I'm going to add these, and then we're going to add our liquid. You guys want to know what I'm sick of? Summer. I'm sick of the heat. I don't want it to be hot anymore. I want it to be fall. I know that a lot of people love summer, don't want summer to end. I hate the summer. The only reason I tolerate the summer, well, other than I have to, duh. Hi Calvin. Hi. The only reason I tolerate summer is because it grows my vegetables. And I like growing vegetables. So that's about the only reason I somewhat enjoy summer. I do like to swim. Do like to go canoeing, kayaking, those kinds of things. But I don't like being hot. So I'm going to add these, then we're going to add the liquid, and then we're going to cut up some more vegetables.
Look how pretty they are.
Alright, I have vegetable broth. You can use whatever kind of broth you want, but I'm using vegetable. And it calls for 6 cups. I'm going to add 8 cups. Alright, I'm going to add this zucchini that I cut up. I'm going to get some corn off of the cobs and add that to this. Alright, the last thing I'm gonna add to this before I let it simmer for about 20 minutes is a can of drained beans. I didn't rinse them because I like the flavor. You do you. Also, like I said, this is a garden vegetable soup, so if you have more stuff in your garden that you want to use, add it. So I am going to let this simmer for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to add a secret ingredient to this to make it even better. All right, I'll see you all in 20 minutes. All right, also it does say to add any herbs you have in your garden. So I have some purple basil that I am going to chop and add that, and I also have some rosemary that I'm gonna kind of chop up and add that. This camera's really having a hard time focusing. Much like I do in life. Alright, y'all. Secret ingredient. White miso paste. Alright, so the recipe says to add a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of this to like a 1/4 cup of water. That's probably a 1/2 cup, but whatever. So I'm not really going to measure it. I'm just going to... that's probably good. And then we're going to whisk it up. If I can even find my whisk. With all my junk in this frickin' drawer. We all have drawers like this. It's fine. Alright, let's whisk it up. Okay, now let's go pour it in the soup. Now we will taste this to see if it needs salt, since miso is very salty. So let me give this a taste, as it's blurry as crap, and I'll add salt if I need to. Alright guys, spoiler, Jonathan already tried it, and he put cheese in it, because he's a cheesy boy. Mm-hmm. It's good. Very good. Guess what? It has zucchinis in it. I know you don't love zucchinis, but I cut them small.
I know. I saw them in there.
Well, at least I'm not hiding it from you.
No.
And I made sourdough. You want to show the sourdough? Oh my. Oh my! Yeah, look at that. We got sesame seed sourdough. It was probably the prettiest loaf I've ever made in my life, because I changed the recipe. So maybe I'll do a video on that sometime. But anyways, what do you rate it? I mean, you can add whatever vegetables you want.
I don't know. It's excellent.
Excellent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's the end. I'm really bad at ending videos. So, anyway, I'm gonna go eat like Jonathan, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hi, it's me, like 2 days later, and I just wanted to make this clip saying that after I turned the camera off, after Jonathan like tried the soup, he immediately was like, and why did you put zucchini in this? Because Jonathan does not like zucchini, he does not like squash, he doesn't like mushrooms, but I was not gonna put mushrooms in that. And I was like, because I wanted to. And he was like, it's fine. And then he kept eating it, and he was like, actually it's really good. You can put zucchini in it from now on. So that's the story of that. Also, it is almost gone, and I will say I am proud of myself, because I'm not like a huge, like, I love soup, but I'm not like a huge like stew fan. Obviously this wasn't a stew because there's like no meat in it, but I'm not a huge fan of basically any soup that has chunks of potatoes in it. But I guess I did a pretty good job of like cutting the potatoes small enough that I ate it, and I've had a couple bowls since then, and it's been great. So, you know, look at us. We're growing, both of us. We are growing as people. Anyways, now I'm gonna go actually edit this video. I just wanted to make that clip. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.